Brother, we haven't done one of these in a while. It's been a minute. It was kind of nice. Now we're back to this. I don't know, man.
Oh, we're doing this right now?
No, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Welcome to CHR Postgame Show. Hawks lose 5-1 to the Columbus Blue Jackets. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Follow us on Instagram. We're 9 followers away from 1,000 folks. That would be really, really cool. Yeah, man, I don't know. Okay, can we start with this? First day NHL back after the Four Nations. Like, okay. I mean, some teams like
I was gonna say something along the lines of this too, so I'm excited to hear what you're about to say.
No, I was just gonna say, like I watched other games, you know, I've been watching hockey all day.
Yeah.
You know, some teams came to play and
Wild
some
Detroit?
teams. Yeah. That was a good game. You know, but like the Sabres putting up 8 on the New York Rangers and the Capitals putting up 8 on the, you know, the Penguin. Like, dude, I mean, like, this is
Crosby, man.
That game was 2-2, and then it was 6. It was 2-2, and then it was 6-2, just like that. And yeah, man, I don't know. Just to say, and look, I mean, we're gonna get into it a little bit. I didn't think the Hawks were as terrible as the scoreline indicated, but man, I don't know. That was a sobering reality. Just to come back from what we watched on Thursday to this right here, it was definitely something.
I was gonna say, any new hockey fans that were created in the city of Chicago, just like that, are gone after tonight. No, obviously that's a little over dramatic.
No, it might not be though. Honestly,
Maybe not.
Maybe not.
You know, like to a certain extent, like this team's going to be obviously so brutal for the rest of the year that it's going to be hard for new fans to hop on like right now. You know, hopefully by like this time next year, the Olympics, hopefully this team's a little more inspiring and like the Olympics are awesome, and then they can, you know, slide right into a decent Hawks team and a team to legitimately get behind. Yeah. I mean, look, some good opportunities that we weren't able to score on. You know, certain bounces didn't go our way. But I mean, you got to convert when you have the opportunities, and we just didn't tonight. I don't know where you want to begin. I mean, Peter Mrazek was, you know.
Yeah, we can start with the goalies just because, you know, okay, so
These two fucking goalies, dude.
the Peter Mrazek stuff, like, there was a 3-1 hockey game for a while that probably should have been a 1-1 hockey game. Like, the first Ken Johnson goal was a total softie. The second one, I understand there's nothing he can do about it.
Third goal.
The third goal was, you know, and I like Denton Mateychuk, you know, like he's going to be
that's your guy. That's your guy.
Yeah, like he's going to be a player for them, but you know, that can't go in, dude.
No, dude,
that can't go in the net.
That's like he saw it the whole way. It's just you just got to move the glove. Inexcusable.
No, it's not NHL quality goaltending. It wasn't.
It just wasn't. Like I saw Trevor in chat say like should have traded Mrazek. It's like now what are they going to do with that situation, with the goaltending situation? Not sure. Obviously, his stock is maybe as low as it's been. Yeah, what did he let in? 5 on 21?
Yeah.
5 on, like, yeah. So, not his night. Maybe if Soderblom is in, it's a different game, you know? If it is 1-1 at that point, who knows how it goes? But yeah, I mean, obviously, I know it's hypocritical of me to say, you know, the Canadian fans were blaming Binnington after they only scored 1 goal, and that's sort of true tonight. Obviously, we only scored 1, but I mean, he let in a couple of head scratchers, to say the least.
Yeah, no, it was just bad. It was really bad. On the other side of things, too, if I was a Columbus Blue Jackets fan, like Elvis Merzlikins would cause me to lose hair.
Oh my gosh, it would be dreadful.
Yeah.
You're just questioning, what is this guy doing?
Yeah.
Like he literally plays like he doesn't actually care.
No, I think he just thinks he's like
God.
Yeah, like I think he thinks he's like an elite level NHL goalie. Yeah. And so the one that was like
yeah, that's so funny. I think you might be right. That's probably true.
Yeah. The one in the first period, obviously, where the Hawks almost scored from the red line, you know what I mean? Like from center ice, and then he's like diving out and he like grabs it. That wouldn't have counted. It wouldn't have counted because whoever, I think it might have been Reichel or whoever was offside. Yeah. So it wouldn't have counted. But still, man, like, and there were a couple, and then like the next play or something, he's like behind the net, like hanging around. And it's like, dude, you think you would have learned your lesson, maybe, but it was just,
it would be so like, I don't know, maybe there's like obviously some entertainment value, but like a couple of those plays, it's just like, and he's always diving around with the poke check too. It's like, dude, like stay in the crease, buddy. Like chill out. You're not playing football out here. I don't know. It's so funny to see. It's like acrobatic, and I don't know. He makes Mrazek look like really well structured and tame as far as that goes, even though we know Mrazek is kind of the same way. Yeah, that was one of my early notes, was just like both these goalies are just so goofy. Add something to the game, give us something to laugh at a little bit.
I actually screenshotted it before the game. So the Hawks actually have better team goaltending than the Columbus Blue Jackets, which is a crazy stat. I mean, I don't know what it looks like after tonight. This was before the game. The Hawks had a team save percentage of .892, and the Blue Jackets team save percentage is .888. So those might be actually pretty closer to even now.
After that 776 or whatever Mrazek put up.
Yeah, but I just thought that was pretty funny. The Blue Jackets are a team like hunting down a wild card spot in the Eastern Conference.
Right there, man.
Yeah, they're right there. And, you got this guy who's just, a softy machine for you, and thinking he's prime Carey Price. I don't know. I just thought it was very funny. Okay, let's do some other CBJ talk and just get it out of the way.
I would love to. Honestly, we don't even have to get it out of the way. I think I'd rather talk about the Columbus Blue Jackets right now than the Blackhawks.
Okay, if the NHL doesn't give Quinn Hughes the Norris Trophy, Zach Werenski should be given the award, and even he should probably win it anyways. He has a 22-game home point streak for the Blue Jackets. He already got it off the first goal of the game, and then he ended up like putting one in the net on the breakaway. Yeah, that's like the third longest streak in NHL history by a defenseman of that rate. And he's on, like, he was the United States' best defenseman at the Four Nations. He actually, I don't know if you knew this, he led the tournament in points by the end of it. Like, and now he's like picked up right where he left back off.
He's electric. That goal, my dad was like, wait, isn't he a defenseman? I'm like, yeah, he's so dynamic. He's electric to watch. And he's good defensively too. I mean, this is a guy that screw the Norse. Like, you could argue this guy's in like the Hart conversation, just because like if this team makes the playoffs and Vancouver doesn't, I think you should give it to this guy. He's been so good for them. And I mean, what a player. I can't wait to see him in the Olympics next year too. Interesting. I heard that he had dinner last night with Seth Jones, which I'm not saying anything about that. I don't want to stir any rumors up, but
I was gonna get to the rumor. Like, the rumors are loud, dude. Like, they're not super quiet. Okay, and let's do this first, and then we'll do crowd talk. But few things. One, this Blue Jackets, I love them. I've been saying Seth Jones to the Blue Jackets for about a month and a half now, maybe 2 months. I've been saying it. So if it happens, I'll feel very, very vindicated in me picking up on that originally. If this was an audition for Seth Jones, though, for Don Waddell and the Columbus Blue Jackets brass, he was no good. He was no good. And I actually I like the spirit of this Blue Jackets team a lot. Like, clearly Johnny Gaudreau is at the front of their minds a lot with this season. Sean Monahan being there, I think, is helping a lot. They just got their captain back tonight, too, after he's missed the entirety of the season. Werenski's having the season he's having. You got the Russian studs. Like, Adam Fantilli looks a lot better as the season goes on. Sillinger, I almost feel like, if you're going to go out and make a really big swing, like, you could probably do a little bit better than Seth Jones.
And Seth Jones, yeah. No. Like, it makes from our perspective, like CBJ probably makes the most sense. But it's like if I was a CBJ fan, I'd be like, no, like
Yeah.
that's what you think. Like, no, that's not what So hopefully their GM's not thinking about that. Hopefully he's just like, yeah, let's pair these guys back up together. Let's get them. We need them back in Columbus because I mean, dude, this is a team that's going to be good for a long time.
Yeah.
Like all their whole core, like that's the guys that are winning them games right now are all under the age of 25. Every single one of them.
Yeah.
So it's like obviously besides Werenski's like a couple years older, but yeah, dude. I mean, this team has such a bright future. We've talked so many times on the show about how much cap space they have. They should absolutely be trying to make some big moves before March 7th. But yeah, fingers crossed that Seth Jones is one of those big moves.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think they should do it. I'm just saying that, like, I'd rather see them go out and get, like, I don't know, what's another, they were in on Elias Pettersson a little bit,
That's what I think they should do. Like kind of same boat as us almost. Like go out and get another good forward just because like they don't have like a ton of depth. Like, even the guys we just named, like the Cylingers, the Fantillis, the Russian guy, like they've got a good top six, but if they could add another truly good forward or maybe two of them,
yeah.
it's a team that could maybe upset somebody in the postseason, like truly.
But go get Seth Jones. But
Go get Seth Jones.
Go get Seth Jones.
It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Why would you get Seth Jones? And yeah, I don't know. If we're gonna retain, I want to see a couple of first round picks.
Dude, they can't retain. Like they can't do it. They can't do it.
I know. No.
That's why you're moving him to Columbus.
I move him to Columbus, the whole contract for future considerations.
Yeah.
Who says no? You say no?
No, not right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you want to do a little crowd talk?
Yeah.
A lot of Hawks fans in there.
Yeah, I texted. It seemed like it, but Justin, shout out to Justin Lynch, Mr. Hawks memes, was boots on ground for CHR in Columbus tonight, and I texted him and I asked him kind of what the percentages were. He said it felt like maybe 65% Columbus, 35% Hawks, and it makes sense. It's not super far from Chicago. Another city in the Midwest. I feel like we always travel pretty well to that stadium. But I was impressed. I know it's a Saturday, so it's like obviously, there's going to be more people going out. But I was impressed that place looked pretty packed. Obviously, there were like a couple empty seats, but I thought the energy seemed to be pretty high. They had a lot to cheer for. 5 goals. I'd be really interested to see how that place looks in the playoffs.
They're a good fan base. Like
they got some diehards. You know.
Like I know the Hawks infiltrated them a little bit tonight, but like the diehards really do care. Also, the fans singing "Happy Birthday" for Johnny Gaudreau's son was really cool too.
Like so sad, but awesome.
Yeah. It is really sad, but anything, any rest in peace. But anything that anybody does for that, is really cool. I saw the Vegas Golden Knights had Guy Gaudreau out at practice. That's cool. Like it's a hockey family. Like I'm sure that that's just, getting his mind off things a lot. And that was a cool moment from the fans. That was like the viral internet thing from this hockey game. That was all over. So, all right, we should probably talk a little bit about the Blackhawks. I actually thought they had some really good jump in this game. Like I didn't, obviously I know the scoreboard is going to indicate that it went otherwise, but, I thought they played with some pace. They actually outshot another team for the first time in what feels
I can't remember last time.
2 months, and yeah, I just like if they bear down on some of their chances and actually push them over the line, shoot a couple into the net, like this is probably a lot closer of a hockey game than we're talking about right now. But yeah, I wasn't like, it's not like they came out and just were totally lifeless. Like I thought they played with some good jump.
Yeah, it didn't feel like a game where they got dominated in by any means. Like it was pretty back and forth. It was just Columbus converted on their chances and we didn't. I thought like, early on, don't know. I felt like Bedard wanted it tonight. I think he had like 5 shots on goal or something like that this evening. I thought he played pretty well. Um, yeah, it was just like even like the power play at times looked pretty good. Although I think the second unit honestly looked better than the
So
first
I
unit.
have that in my notes
In
too.
my notes, I want to read my note. It's can we let Tassos be the coach so that we can start the power play with the second unit?
Yeah, no, the second unit definitely had more buzz than the first unit the whole time. And they finally got rewarded at the very end by putting the second unit, that power play with like 2 minutes left or whatever it was, they started the second unit in a 5-1 hockey game. I was like, okay, but yeah, no, they were just snapping around a lot better. I like Waransky. I do like Waransky. I like Vlasic way more as a quarterback for a power play
Yeah.
than Seth Jones, really. It seems like the first unit seems like, hey, we got all these guys and they're gonna play the role, of the power play, that we want them to play. Like
There's no like interchange.
Teravainen and Bedard are the half wall guys, and
Yep.
Bertuzzi's the net front, and Jones is the quarterback, and they all stink at it. Like they're
Yeah.
all just the wrong dudes for it, and
And it feels like they do the exact same thing every single time. Like it doesn't feel like there's like a whole lot of movement. It's not like guys are going like low to high, high to low, skating past each other, snapping it around. It's like it's kind of just like let Bedard wheel, look off past the Seth Jones. If the shot isn't there, go to Teravainen, and then he'll like look for Donato in the front. It's like guys, like these every team in the NHL studies film. Like they've seen this 100 times. They know what you're gonna do, and it when I watch it, it's like this seems so easy to defend against. And I think maybe that's why the second unit is a little bit more effective, just because there's less tape out there, and they're kind of just like it feels a little bit like they're just kind of figuring it out as they go. But to your point, I agree with you that I think Vlasic looks better. Quarterbacking the unit, but also can we get Frank Nazar on the first unit, or like can we have Frank Nazar play with Bedard on the power play together? Like I would like to see that. That's another guy that can help you with your zone entries. Another guy with a ton of speed that can carry the puck over the blue line. I feel like our first unit has been pretty bad for the past. I don't even know how long. Like let's mix it up a little bit here.
Yeah. I thought Bedard had a good game against his vacation buddy, Kent Johnson.
Yeah.
Those two guys were, I don't know if you saw that. They were in Arizona together over the break.
I think he got dinner last night with him and Fantilli and maybe like Christensen or something.
Oh, okay. That's nice.
Good for them.
But yeah, no, I think, he probably had a little bit more juice in this game, just, playing against his buddy a little bit. I thought he was good. Not, I thought he, pretty solid, creating opportunities. Some of the, I'm going to start calling them Bedardisms that, a couple of soft plays, a couple of, giveaways that just you'd like to see him hang on to it for another second, like maybe try and make a smarter decision with the puck. But overall, like he was kind of buzzing. I liked his game. I just, he was a goal away. He was bearing one away from really feeling a lot better about what was going on.
And if we're being honest, he should have had a goal.
Yeah.
How did you feel about that? Did you think I didn't understand it? Like to me, it felt like Merzlikins had no clue where that puck was. It went off Bedard and into the net, and then Bedard kind of skates into him.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand that call, and I feel like that's kind of what I understood from Twitter. Like everyone was a little dumbfounded about it. But
yeah, I mean, I think it should have been a goal, but I just think that the standard on these things is so ever changing that, there's no way for me to be like, oh, well, that's a goal because of this precedent, right? Oh, there's
nothing to go off.
I have nothing to go off of. Yeah. So, it feels like every time there's a video review for goalie interference, it's like a coin flip. You know what I mean? So
my dad asked me tonight, he's like, so why did he not challenge that? Do you think he's maybe like a little gung ho after the one? I think it was the Florida game that he challenged and it was like clearly goaltender interference,
Yeah.
and we didn't get it. And then I think they scored on the power play right after. So maybe he was like a little gun shy there, because it's like you're looking at it, like you're seeing the same thing we are. Why? I don't know. Why are we not challenging that?
No, I don't know. I don't know. Lucas Reichel also had a solid game for me. I thought he was just, for him, he's at his best for me when it's like, sometimes he plays a bit timid out there is the word I would use to describe it. And, when he's just like confident and full of energy and full of life and, really sure of himself, like that's when he's at his best. I thought he played like that tonight, and, he was impressive for me for sure.
I think the thing with him is that he's like too scared to make mistakes, because he's been sent down to Rockford. Obviously, his start in Chicago these past few years haven't been ideal. Um, but like given where the team's at now, especially hopefully by the end of this trade deadline, we ship out some of these older guys. Like you're not going to get set down, buddy. So you might as well just say F it and like go for it, and start making plays, and trying to be confident in the ozone, and not be too worried about turning the puck over and whatnot, because it's like this team has nothing to lose. We're not playing for anything. Like, show us what you can do. Stop playing, timid.
Yeah. I didn't really have much else in my notes, to be honest with you. That the Foligno, Joseph Labate was actually on the Wolves when I was working for them.
Really?
Yeah, he was. Foligno fed him his lunch, dude.
Fed him his lunch, dude. And did they say he hasn't played an NHL game since like 2017 or something?
Yeah, something like I can
I
look it
might
up.
have been. I'm pretty sure that was like, imagine not playing in the league for like 7 years or something, and then you get in and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna drop him with this guy and just get absolutely pounded. And it's not like that dude's a small guy. Like that's a big fella.
Yeah. Joseph Labate played 13 games in the 2016-2017 season.
Bro, he hasn't played in 8 years, and God fed his life. Like,
For
I
the
don't want
Vancouver
to.
Canucks, he played.
I don't want to be mean, but it's like that guy was like had his like family and like a bunch of friends watching, and then and then to just get absolutely butchered in a fight in the first period, and like go straight back to the dressing room with like that would bum me out so much, dude. It's like, are they gonna play him in the next game? Like is he gonna see more minutes after? I don't know. I don't know.
I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah. No, he played 53 games for the Chicago Wolves in 22-23, had 11 goals, 11 assists, 22 points. He was a fan favorite when I was there. Like people loved Joey Labate.
Promising young prospect.
He's 31, so no. Played last season for Barris Astana in the KHL, and then now,
Oh,
now
he made it.
now he's in the show. Now he's in the show. Good for him. The only other thing, we're getting asked about face-offs, just how bad they were. Yeah. It was bad tonight. And wow, like imagine you win a face-off off, in the ozone on the power play, and you score a goal. Like shocker.
Yeah. It's one of those things that like we obviously have to get significantly better at, but it's like, dude, I mean, young team. Also, no Jason Dickinson tonight, our best face-off guy. So of course those numbers are going to take a dive. But yeah, I mean, when you have your three of your four centers are Bedard, Nazar, Reichel, I could have told you that we were going to be in the 30s for the face-off percentage.
Bedard was actually 50%, and Nazar was 55%. The not helping, Nick Foligno was a whopping 11% in the draw tonight, and Lucas Reichel was a 20% in the draw.
Okay, so Nick Foligno's actually, we're pulling him behind us like a freaking truck. Damn, I wouldn't have expected that. Never mind anything I said. Foligno was actually the bad guy today. One other thing I wanted to say just about Bedard, he was only a minus. I think the only goal he was out there for was the first one. And honestly, it was it wasn't his fault at all. I think it was just kind of like a soft play by Donato and Slaggert together, kind of just got beat. So, yeah, I mean, Bedard obviously wanted to score tonight. He shot the puck like a million times. Was snapping it around, looked okay. Another standard, Blackhawks loss. Young players play decent. I don't know. Craig Smith, maybe nice to see him get on the score sheet and maybe raise his value a little bit. See if
Yeah.
you can get a fifth or something for him.
Craig Smith and Connor Bedard, each with 5 shots tonight for the Blackhawks.
Those are our big dogs. They're our guys.
Bedard played 23-12 tonight. That's a lot of minutes.
Yeah, he played a lot of. And you know what? I was right before we started. I was looking at time on ice and just like defensively, like why are we doing this TJ Brody? Like why does he still play? Why does he still play? You're playing him pretty much the least. Del Mastro barely played 15 minutes, but you're playing TJ Brody for 16 minutes and he's going out there and he's a -2 and is getting physically dominated. That last goal, that Fantilli goal, he was just like borderline not trying behind the net and just got walked past, and Fantilli got set up on a platter. Don't know. I would love to hear some suggestions from you guys. Maybe we need to set up an email chain and reach out to Kyle Davidson, just give him some potential options, just some ideas. Throw some ideas at him, like what to do with this TJ Brody guy. Because if you're telling me, if you have a pulse and you're saying yes, TJ Brody should be in this lineup instead of Nolan Allen, you need to get tested for serious narcotics because it makes no sense. Play Nolan Allen. The contract's brutal. I don't know what we're going to do with him. Trevor's saying buy him out. Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know how many times we can come on these post game shows and say, "Oh, TJ Brody was horrible tonight." It's like, are they watching the same game we are? Are they seeing the same guy? I don't know. It's like you were so quick to do it with Andreas Athanasiou, you know?
Yeah, no, I don't have the time for it anymore. Like,
okay,
like I don't have the time. Like,
No, hey, honestly, I'm kind of doing our chat a disservice by even bringing it up. Like they all saw it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't need to I don't need to talk about the most obvious shit in the world. He's terrible.
Yeah, no. Oh yeah. He's terrible, dude. It's not getting any better. All right. Well, game tomorrow. Are we going to the game tomorrow? I'm kind of down.
I'm kind of down.
I'm kind of down. I will be wearing a Maple Leafs jersey though. So
it's okay. It's okay. I figured as much.
You're gonna rock a Maple Leafs jersey too?
No, I'm not. I'm not gonna be rocking a Maple Leafs jersey. I'll wear my 98 sweater.
Dude, those games are always fun though. Like that's why we got to go. I mean, not just because like I want to see the Maple Leafs, but
also, bro, like I live so close to the stadium, like we can just walk down there and just buy tickets last second.
Stop, dude. We're not doing. Dude, tickets are gonna be. They were $30 last time I checked. They're gonna be $50 a piece when we do that. I'm gonna check tomorrow what the lowest price is for tickets. Okay, it's still $30. I think after we get off this, we purchase tickets. And
I'll buy them. I'll buy yours for you for the poutine. I didn't pay you for that.
Oh yeah, all right, sure. I'll take it. Free ticket to the Leafs. Right on. The Hawks.
And the Hawks, yeah. What are we doing here? Come on.
Yeah, cool. All right. Well, we'll be boots on the ground tomorrow. You're off tomorrow. I'm gonna scurry back here after the game and do the post game show with Justin. Yeah, I'm excited, dude. Like they always play. I thought it wouldn't be worth going if Matthews and Marner weren't gonna play, but they played tonight, so they're gonna play tomorrow. I'd imagine. So that is gonna be cause for fireworks and. Soderblom in the net, and Hawks always play like they always play up to these kind of. I can get some guys not really getting up for the CBJ on a Saturday night, but Maple Leafs at the United Center at home, like you better show out a little bit.
And it's gonna be Soda starting tomorrow, so hopefully a little better there.
Or a total confidence destroyer, but hopefully not that.
A pissed off Austin Matthews taking his anger out on you and scoring 3.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
I'm good.
All right. Yeah, me too. Subscribe to this YouTube channel. Leave a 5-star rating and review on our Spotify page and our Apple Podcast page. It's super easy. Ask a friend if you don't know how to do it. Helps us out a lot. Follow us on Instagram. We just got another follower while we've been doing this show. So we are now 888 away from 1,000. A nice big round number, which I love the round numbers. So.
8 away. Let's try to get over that line tomorrow.
I'm trying, brother. We're working at it. All right. Yeah. And like I said, subscribe. We'll do post-game show tomorrow. It'll be me and Justin, and maybe we'll throw Lee in there, but we'll probably give Lee the night off. And yeah, we'll be in attendance. So if you're there and you see us, come say hi.
Absolutely.
Cool. All right. See everybody tomorrow. Peace out.